Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW 3 historical battle for you today, and today is the Battle of Wavre, fought between the French and the Prussians here in 1815. This battle was in fact going on at the same time as Waterloo, if you weren't aware. So this was part of the Prussian rearguard was defending against the French, trying to slow the French down, led by Grouchy, who had about 30,000 men, and the Prussians had about 24,000 men. So it's, I mean, the French have the numbers, but that's not the point. The idea of the Prussians was to slow them down so that then the Prussians and the British could defeat Napoleon at Waterloo. So technically this is the last battle actually in the 100 Days campaign. So technically also the last battle of the Napoleonic Wars, really, because it so yeah, this is actually quite interesting. That is for sure. We've got 4 corps here fighting on either side. We have PopeJohnPaul here. I'm probably butchering names. Girard. I think we have a couple of Girards actually. We have a Van Damme and yeah, 2 Girards. So yeah, I believe PopeJohnPaul is an all-cav army as well. So it's not going to be Kellerman all-cav like we have with Waterloo so many times, but it's going to be PopeJohnPaul instead. He's got a lot of like hussars and a lot of light sort of cav, so that is going to be interesting. That is for sure to see how that one goes down. So yes, so it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I'm excited to see how this one goes. I mean, the first battle is probably going to be fought over Le Male, and then it looks like after that the Prussians are going to probably retreat back and then sort of defend around Wavre here. So it's going to be a bit more of a tougher one, that is for sure. The French have got to cross these rivers here. It's certainly going to be a tough one there as well, because there are plenty of cav and it looks like Landwehr and musketeers sort of waiting for them here. But yeah, so the Prussians are ready. They're ready to fight and die for the fatherland. Send those Frenchies packing. And I imagine the Prussians are going to have a fair amount of cav themselves. So certainly enough cav to match that all cav army of the French out there. And probably will be made up of things like lancers. I think they've got some here, yeah, some uhlans. And probably like hussars as well. And maybe some dragoons. We'll see. But yes, if you're enjoying NTW3 and I wanted to see some more historical battles, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. As the first few shots seem like they're going off, we've got some troops here occupying the building here. Looks like they're Landwehr of some sort. But yes, it looks like the French are going to be storming to Le Male pretty soon. Got lots of line infantry. A lot of it can't form square. And the other thing with the French infantry is it's quite small in size, like 69 man units here. And here we go, cav fight about to take place over on this side here. Lots of chevaliers going in, and looks like hussars. In they go against, looks like dragoons of Prussia. And also some hussars over here. Looks like both sides kind of trading. More Prussians coming out of the woods over here. Looks like some more hussars. They're going to charge in. Well, actually, these are lances of some sort. They are lance unit, but then we've got more dragoons coming in here. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of routing going on actually from both sides here. Both sides trading cav units, and in come the dragoons. And there you go. I mean, there's a lot of routing cav there. The French came out victors, but they lost 4 cav units to the Prussian 4 cav. So really, it's a draw. It's just that the French came out victors, I guess, because they hold the ground. But yeah, it cost both sides a lot of cav there. Hopefully, some of that will return for either side. The French are looking like they're going to be flanking around here. They got some Leger here moving around. Already units for the Prussians taking quite a lot of hits here. And we've got bayonet charge taking place here. The French are much superior to the Prussians in a bayonet charge. Certainly with these like Landwehr units as well. Yeah, in they go. And yeah, they're staying in melee. Yes, if you want to get involved in some of these NTW3 battles that take place on the channel, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's the best place to get involved in some of these stream battles that we do, and also just to send in your own replays if you want to do that as well. French, I think they're battling the units outside the town, like outside the farmhouse, because they have just taken it pretty easily. We've got saps as well waiting. But yeah, so it seems as though
This building has fallen to the enemy.
It seems as though the Prussians have been cleared out of Le Mans pretty easy. That was about 4 or 5 units there of Prussians easily just dealt with by Gerard here, which is no surprise. That was kind of expected. Over on this far side here, it looks like as well there's been a little bit of a cav fight here as well, which the French have come out on top. They had some dragoons here, looked like they routed. I don't know what they've routed actually. It looks like a little lance unit as well that's flanking around. There is more French cav as well, flanking way wide over here. We've got hussars flanking around, maybe looking for some generals. I don't know. There's plenty of options. The Prussians obviously are guarding all these bridges across the river, blocking them from getting easy access to Wavre. But yeah, it's certainly going to be a tough fight. I'm surprised if the Prussians haven't occupied this farmhouse, because they certainly should. Put some like grenadiers or some guardsmen maybe in there if they have them available. But yes, I'm certainly looking forward to this one. I mean, right now it's kind of just died down after that first bit of a fight. I did play in this one. I was playing as the Van Damme army here. It was a good one. It was part of our stream that we did a fair few weeks ago, but it was a very good stream. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, it was a fairly close one at the end of the day. And it'll be interesting to see whether the French can change history and win the battle, or whether the Prussians will in fact win it once again. The Swiss infantry here is still loyal to the French. I love that they're still here, but they can form square. They're pretty like well trained if they can do that. More well trained than some of the other French troops here. Artillery already firing out off on some stuff. I think just trying to shell the stuff around the town of Wavre here. We've actually played on this battle a fair few times, but just not actually shown off the historical like sort of battle for it. We've had like Britain here. We've had Austria. We've probably actually had every other faction under the sun but Prussia fight on Wavre against the French, of course. Got dragoons rushing forward here, maybe to protect the guns. They are moving forward. Some 6-pounders here. Lots of French infantry moving up. But yeah, no sort of movement or like radical movement just as yet. The French just actually shooting down the retreating Prussians. Brutal execution, really, by them. We've also got chasseurs here standing up. Looks like they're going to be taking on some more like Landwehr sort of cav. It looks like, yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of cav out here from Pujol's corps, but it's certainly weaker, that is for sure. Actually, yeah, Pujol's got a lot more in here. It's going to be interesting to see if there's anything in this forest awaiting the French. Oh, and there is. There's Prussian cav here spotted. These are dragoons. There could be infantry in here, that's the thing. They need to be careful of Pujol just going into this forest. Cav and forest in any era, never really a good move. And there is infantry waiting. If these guys form square, this could be like the end of Pujol's corps. This is, yeah, cav and infantry together against just cav. The Prussians are going to win this fight. So Pujol really needs to get out of there. I don't know if he's been aware of this or what, or... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's just trying to get out of the forest and then back into the open ground, because then he is in behind the Prussians, and he can just be a constant threat there. But first he's got to get out of the forest, and the Prussians look like they're going to try and cut him off from doing that. Van Damme looking like he's getting ready to cross the river as well. The Prussians have kind of given him a bit of ground. They're not defending the bridge as such anymore. But there you go. The Prussians let off a brutal volley. The musketeers here trying to do their best. Come on, men. We've got to delay the French. The British rely on us. The Blue Gun relies on us. I believe that the Prussians here were led by Thielmann. I'm probably butchering that name. But Thielmann. I'm probably definitely butchering. That's definitely a Belgian footballer. But hey, someone will probably tell me how to say it properly. There you go. Looks like shoving the Gers down there getting routed, and there is even more cav coming in. This is all dragoons as well, some good cav. They're going against other French dragoons down here. It looks like the French, yeah, like I said, Pujol getting caught out in this forest, and it's costing him. And nasty volleys as well coming in from the Prussians. But yeah, Pujol needs to get whatever remains of his cav out of there. He's also got his general. He's got Pujol himself. Still walking forward. Pierre, get out of here, you fool. It's not a place to be. There's more cav here going in. More. These are some pretty good dragoons as well, if I remember correctly. I mean, currently he looks losing slightly. This is not a good sign. Le Colonel General. I don't know if this is really a good cav unit, actually. C6, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they can rear charge, these Prussians have got a chance. Oh, I don't know, maybe. It's hard now. PopeJohn looks like he might win it, but it's going to be at a great cost. That is for sure. By the way, if my voice does sound slightly funny, it is because I have got a cold. I do apologize. I'm not like terribly ill, but I couldn't do a video for you guys, and I was like, oh, we haven't done NTW3 in a little while, and I don't want to have like 2 days of missing a video for you guys. But yeah, I may have a slightly funny voice. I might at some point just randomly sneeze. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll be quick enough to pause the recording. But if I do apologize in advance. Hopefully it's nothing too much. But if you don't see many like videos at the time, like this is like coming out, if you don't see many videos like after this, it's probably because it's got worse and I've got a lot more ill. But yes, hopefully I'll be fine up until the end of this recording and not die halfway through. Artillery here, seeing good opportunities now with the French engaging with the Prussian infantry, seeing good chances right now to pound that Prussian line that has kept itself hidden for quite a while. Update on the French cavalry situation. They did win, but there's still plenty more Prussians here on their way. As you can see here, we've got some lancers here that are setting up, dragoons. They look like they're getting ready to go in. PopeJohn here has got only a few units left, actually. I don't think much of this other cav is his. Yeah, oh no, PopeJohn's got a dragoon unit over here. And then that's Gerard's chasseur. Yeah, there isn't actually that much in the way of a French cav, I guess. Actually, well, there's more chasseurs here. Yeah, maybe there's a fair amount left. Got to keep an eye on that hussar way in the back over there. We are seeing Prussian lines as well getting beaten back. But, I mean, the French units are so small. They can't take lots of losses. Because these units are tiny. Van Damme's like on 66-man units. These are baby units. What they used to be. Think back to like 1815. Not 1815, 1805, sorry. We're in 1850. Back to 1805 when there's like, I don't know, 100, 200-man units. Like the Russian campaign as well, you got to think. Like they were huge units. Now they're just like tiny little ones. If you see any above 100, you're lucky. Got some line infantry going in here. They're taking on, looks like a Russian. Why are there Russians here? I think that I forgot totally about this. So the player playing as like this Prussian faction brought Russians, and someone's like, oh no, they look like lights for the Prussians. They are really not. They are definitely Russians. But yes, I guess there must be a corps in the 1815 corps that also has Russians with it as well. So looks like we're seeing a second unit going in as well. The 63rd line infantry going in. Looks like the Prussians are going to kick out the French though. They need to get sappers or something in there, or any grenadiers, but I think sappers are the only available grenadiers for the French at the moment. And we've got Gerard here as well, giving what morale boost he can. He needs to be careful because there's artillery just there. They could just take him out. I mean, if I was the French, if I was the Prussians, I would definitely be trying to take out Gerard. Line infantry setting up over here. Give it a good volley, boys. For the Emperor. Long may he reign. PopeJohn over here, though, is in the back lines now. He is, like, quite a way back. I mean, I don't know if this Prussian player is going to, like, maybe turn some units around. I'm not sure. We've got a cav unit. Is this this is the hussar unit that's stuck so far behind. It didn't get anything important. It actually did get taken out by some lancers. I think maybe it was going for this general here. But yeah, it did fail, in fact, to do that. The French here getting beaten back, actually. Van Damme taking quite a few losses. I mean, the line infantry fight. I mean, the Prussians retreating, but the French taking a fair few losses. There's cavalry waiting patiently, looking for the opportunity, I think, to go for these guns. They are in a pretty good spot. And they're raiding hell. They're the ones doing the damage on this infantry. Yeah, these Prussian guns actually have a really nice spot. The Prussians here, though, they hold the high ground, which, if you're a Star Wars fan, you know is great. Got chasseurs going in here. I actually managed to take out the guns up here. These are like 8 or 12 pounders. But there are squares forming, and they're going to send that cav packing. And that little lance unit also survived just about. Looks like PopeJohn's getting ready for a charge as well somewhere. I don't know if he's what he's going to go for. He's got a couple of options. He's got a general here. He's got guns over here. There is infantry facing the other way, ready for him. They are, so the Prussians are aware of that presence, and there's cavs here as well. I mean, if they want to coordinate this well, I mean, there's a general just here actually as well. If they want to coordinate this well, they need to like get the cavalry here, the Dragoonier of PopeJohn, to come forward, press forward on one side, and then have the rest of the cav here of PopeJohn's charge from the back. Because then the Prussian cav can't be in two places at once. I mean, we're also seeing Girard's corps here push forward hard as well, so they're looking like they're going to try and squash the Prussians between the French cav and the French infantry. So it might just about work. We'll see. Van Damme's corps here starting to take a few losses. And the chasseurs coming forward, they're looking like they're getting ready for a charge onto this infantry. And we've got troops on retreat here as well, so that's not a good sign. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on PopeJohn's corps right now. And here comes a cav charge, I can hear it. Oh yeah, here he comes. It's going to be Van Damme's chasseurs going up the hill. They're going for the guns. They're going to get stopped by this cavalry just about, I think. Well, they get into the guns, but how much chasseurs that's going to do, I don't know. We've got squares as well forming here. So that was actually probably one of the worst spots to actually attack for the chasseurs. They had to sneak around the stakes as well, which is a bit rough. But here we go, PopeJohn going into the back lines, going to try and take out these lancers. Maybe they get into the infantry. The Dragoons sort of did an okay job, but they're getting out of there as quickly as they got in there. They're not happy with that outcome. There is also Prussian cav as well, just here waiting in the back lines. I guess like counter-flanking PopeJohn, really. Over on this side, they're still waiting to take this building, which they've just taken. Literally as I turn, they've just taken this building. So they now hold the well, the south side of Wavre. I mean, it is PopeJohn. You can just take out this singular cav unit. Just deal like one at a time. Just chip away. I know they're trying to help like Girard and Van Damme's corps out over there, but just trying to help out where possible, even if it means just chipping away at cavalry. We've got looks like Laguerre going in here. These guys couldn't form square, didn't. But yeah, there you go. Routed that unit pretty easily there, and now as you can see, the Prussians are on the run. We've got this infantry here that should be able to be caught by all the line infantry here. The French just need to get right in there and just don't let these Prussians reset up, because if they can chase them down into the forest and they can get behind the defenses at Wavre. Got cavalry breaking here as well. Dragoons breaking for some reason. Got more French cav over here going in. The Prussians did deal with that Dragoon unit pretty simple. Now it's the second one going in. PopeJohn's corps getting smaller by the second. They routed that Prussian easily enough. But they're still down one more cav unit of the French. And the Prussians, they seem like they've got plenty of it left. The French are busy chasing down all the infantry here. Again, more Prussian cabs just appearing out of nowhere. And it's more like Dragoons. It's pretty decent. It's not like just crappy Lancers. And they're going to charge him down to the Dragoons. They're running away. There you go. The Prussians look like they're going to lose that one. Morale's looking great at the moment. I mean, what they charge into a pretty... I mean, just another Dragoon unit. It didn't look like an impressive one. But this is not a good sign here. There's two more Prussian cav units coming. PopeJohn's not got enough bodyguards. A third Prussian cav. Oh, and the French broke. Oh, yeah, this is the end of PopeJohn's corps for sure. This is a sad way for him to go out, but the general's going to charge in, try to help out the fight. What a brave man he is, but he got himself cut off, really. He could have maybe been a bit more supporting. I think maybe pushing into the forest was just a little too rash to be honest with PopeJohn's corps. We've still got one cav unit over here, but while that, he is out of men. So that's a bit of a worrying sign for the French, who are going to be a bit short of that old cavalry now. A line fight still going on here. It's been a pretty brutal one. We've got French infantry setting up this side. Van Damme's got his corps across the river, and he's pretty much in. He just needs to just engage these line infantry units ahead of him. There is also a gun battery here that's just begging to be hit. Here we go into the bayonet charge. Go the French. Uses Van Damme as well going in over here. Prussians firing straight to the face of the French here, doing a lot of damage to morale. Gerard sending in his sappers, actually taking a lot of morale damage, but yeah, re-rallying. And hopefully they'll be able to break through this Prussian line. They are basically grenadiers. Yeah, brutal like shots there from the Prussians firing when in combat. And here we go, Cav going in, chasseurs. Going to take out these guns here before they can get away, these horse artillery pieces. Very nicely done. Now they need to just get out of there and they'll be safe. Or they might just rout, one or the other. One or the other, yeah, they just routed instead. Got more infantry as well engaging down here. Who's this? Gerard in here. Van Damme's infantry flanking around. We've got a square unit here. We've got plenty of squares actually in this this town here.
Our men are running, sir.
And more troops are crossing. The French have got a little bit of an enclave now in Wavre. And they're actually getting across the river over here as well pretty easily. The fight for the forest goes on. The French unit's already a bit tired, battered. They're down to 33 men here, so yeah, they're tired. And small units. But I thought the Prussians were maybe going to retreat, but they did not. And there's a big push now coming from the Prussians over here. They make a decent bayonet charge, going into the Swiss infantry down here. More and more infantry getting sucked in here from the Prussians and the French, sending in plenty. And shooting getting shot in the flank as it's also getting engaged. Really nice move there by the Prussians. There's a cav unit just here from Van Damme. They need to send this unit in, just send it into combat. Engage. Engage the Prussians. Rout this unit and then get in behind the rest of the Prussians. They can rout a lot of infantry in there. Are these more Russians down here? They are. Look at this. These are very Russian troops. Don't know why they're here, but they're here. The French units over here now are really small, like 30, like less than 30 in some instances. The Legere over here still chipping away, and this flank over here for the Prussians is gone. Yeah, they're like going to be able to send their troops into the forest or flank around, get into Wavre. It's still pretty close. French centre's all but gone, really. The right over here for French is really healthy. General's been killed off. That is huge. So I think that's a general, like an infantry general going in there and getting combat. Really big win there for the French, killing him off. I actually don't know if PopeJohn did die. I think he might have. I just maybe just right-clicked and didn't look at it. We have got a Prussian cav here that is managing to sneak through this this infantry line that's got infantry fight that's gone on here, and it's now, I guess, coming over here to maybe deal with The reserves. I don't know. There's an artillery piece here. We've got sappers. Another line infantry unit that's coming up. Yeah, Van Damme's corps looking pretty damn bad right now. I was having a pretty rough game at this point. I had some initial success, but yeah, once I got towards like Wavre, I was just getting like caught up in all this all these fights in here. I was a little overstretched, I would say, for the size of my corps and the damage it had taken. But then again, everyone kind of was at this point. And the line fight going on here, this is probably one of the largest ones. Yeah, there's like a decent amount of Prussians and a decent amount of French dueling.
Our men are running, sir.
Infantry is setting up. Give us a volley, boys. None of these guys can form squares, so hopefully the Prussians don't have any more cav left, because otherwise this French line is a bit vulnerable. To be honest, cav generally is in a bit of short supply. There is one Prussian cav out there, but it's, I guess, a long way from this firefighter on this side here. The building is very much on fire. 51% damage. These Prussians have seen a lot of action, and a lot more fighting going on here, as they've got to try and rout these Russians. They really shouldn't be here, but are here. If they can rout them though, then the troops inside the building might also rout, but the French are piling in a lot of men here to try and rout just a few Russians and Prussians. But it seems like they're doing a decent enough job. And the fight still rages around this farmhouse. Lots of Prussians retreating. I mean, they really don't like a fight. The Prussians are probably better off in a line fight. They have more numbers. There's still more and more Prussians coming in. They're sending back troops from this fight here and then just flanking them round into the town. Both sides kind of a breaking point right now. Where's that Prussian cav? It's going to be out there somewhere. Probably is actually going for this artillery piece. It's all the way over here. It's just hidden. But yeah, the artillery piece probably isn't long for this world anyway. There's plenty of infantry here though for the French that needs to get involved, needs to get engaged. Because the French are looking a little short on this side over here. The bodies are starting to pile up. The building has been taken, so there you go, the Frenchies have taken the building. How long that will last, I do not know. Whether the Prussians are going to storm it again, I don't know. They are storming currently as we speak. So they're back in there fighting it out. And there's a whole host of Prussians coming down this street. Another general dead. Oh, that must be another infantry general there. Killed. Gone. The Girard Corps over here needs to get moving, just needs to come south. There's still a few units over here. There's still sappers as well, healthy. These guys might be needed for the town in a moment, but I think they're just worried about the rear guard going, like that cavalry that sits somewhere back there. I think they're worried about their artillery, and maybe, I don't know where the general is, but he must be nearby. I've got Van Damme's there. The building's been lost? Oh dear. And now Van Damme's the only one around this building here. There's a lot of Prussians he's trying to hold back right now. Another little line infantry unit here. 31 brave men. Going into combat with the Russians. Girard's got more infantry over here. Sending these boys up. Look at this Girard getting easy kills, gunning down retreating Prussians. How dare he milk those kills. So this isn't doing good for Prussian morale anyway, seeing all of these Prussians retreating past them, running away. I mean, if we look at the map quickly, the French, I mean, they're like almost have the Prussians surrounded in Wavre. Prussians just have to hang on. Light infantry going in here. These looks like against some skirmishers of some sort. These are Prussian skirmishers. They are dressed in green. That is a thing. We say what grenadiers now counter-chargeable. They're going in. Oh, the grenadiers are light infantry. I'm not really sure. They often look quite similar sometimes. More infantry crossing here. There are the remains of Van Damme and Gerard's corps on this side. Battered and bruised going forward. No time for delay though. All troops must be sent in. The sappers coming forward. They got one target, and that's that building back there. The Prussians have done a good job up to this point. They've whittled down the French army. I mean, even in combat, they've been a force to be reckoned with. They've just got to hold on now in this line fight as well. It's going to be tough. Got a Legere unit going in here, charging this unit that's already wavering a little bit. And there you go, the Legere got routed. A win there for the Prussians. I thought they might charge this unit here on the flank. What's in here? We've got the line infantry going in. They're going to try and smash through this infantry unit. They've done just that. Where are the sappers? There they are. Get them in the building. Take that building. I don't know what they're doing actually. There's plenty of French going in here. More again going into combat. Throwing in everything. I mean, this is against Russians as well. This is going to be tough. Oh, but here we go. The French breaking through this side. Gerard has shattered the Prussian right. And now with the line infantry coming in as well. Big win there. The Cav are coming into the back for the Prussians. Harassing the line infantry here. They're forming square. One is going to get broken anyway. But that might be the end of the Prussian Cav. It's certainly the end of the Prussian rear guard. We've got sappers now in the building. And they are trying to duel with the defenders. They're winning slightly. So that is a good start. And there you go, they took the building pretty easily, and now the Prussians, I think, are just being forced back to these 3 units here, one of them being a general. And just like that, with one last final sort of push from the French, the Prussians have been ousted from Wavre. And the remaining few units are actually Russians. How ironic. It's not even the Prussians that are going to be the last to see their own downfall. Well, this unit might. The French is going to keep on charging. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, it's certainly been broken a few times. Maybe this time as well. Oh no, the Prussians did shatter, and now we're going to see this general go into combat. And there you go, the French are going to win at Wavre, and Grouchy is going to be able to break through and help at Waterloo in this sort of alternative world that we now live in, apparently. But yeah, very, very good battle. There you go, general's been killed off. It was a very, very cool battle. Pretty close. I mean, the French haven't got much in the way left. They've got no cav. I mean, the infantry is a batter. They're tiny. And the Prussians, yeah, they held on to the final man. They really did. But yeah, this was a really fun battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. This was sent in from a Johnny Le Buffoon's perspective. But yeah, I was also playing in this one as Van Damme. As you can see, our armies are quite small. We're outnumbered by, well, one Prussian army. But yeah, our armies are pretty damn small. I'm getting 190 kills, sorry. So did okay. But yeah, 4 playing as PopeJohn, getting nearly 400, did very well. Peasant getting 1600 as Gerard, and Johnny getting 1100 as Gerard as well. Well done to Sniper, to Sniffles, to Richard, and to Cyrus as well. All did a very good job. We'll quickly have a look at unit stats. 100 kills for Laguerre here. Paul Laguerre getting 91 kills. But yes, some okay kills there, but nothing insane in today's battle. But yes, that is the Battle of Wavre. I hope you guys did enjoy. History has been changed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.